Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this NXT review and opinions video. Quite a bit went down on the show. It was a bit of a go-home. Obviously, a go-home that had a lot of stuff, though, of importance. We needed to figure out who was going to be added to those Iron Survivor Challenge matches. We also had Eric Bischoff on the show. We had X-Pac on the show, but didn't really feel like he was on the show much. It was just a little backstage thing that he did with Javon Evans, of course. But yeah, you know, little bit of storyline development. The Battle Royal, I thought, was pretty fun. It was a bit of a mixed bag, really. I feel like the big matches delivered. And then we had a couple of smaller matches, like Karmen against Nikkita. We had Gigi against Izzi. These matches could have done without, to be honest, but obviously we've got to get people on the show. It did seem, though, like you guys were a little bit more impressed with Gigi against Izzi than I was, but it was fine. It was all right. The only thing I would say is only one match gets a great rating, and you lot said it was the Tag Team Battle Royal, and I would agree. I actually thought that was quite comfortably the best part of the show. Obviously, the attack backstage with Eddy Thorpe is very interesting. Is that going to be revealed to be The Rock? That would seem pretty crazy. But, of course, it is his daughter that is the GM, so it's not that crazy. And we know that Eddy Thorpe was kind of responsible for Ava getting knocked down last week, although she seems to be okay now. So, don't know. Rock was my first thought, but I do like what the community was saying in our live stream about the fact that it could be Hikuleo, who we know is coming into NXT. It could be Penta, who we know is a free agent. So, this is definitely something that has got the NXT fans talking. In regards to who I think it's going to be, it's very difficult. First thought was The Rock. But, yeah, it probably makes more sense for it to be someone like Penta or Hikuleo. I feel like we probably have been waiting for Penta. So now that he's free, we can move quite quickly. But I think I'm going to go Hikuleo. We've been waiting for him for a while now. The way that Eddie was staring and was kind of shocked, I'm thinking I'm going to go Hikuleo. But I won't be shocked if it turns out to be Penta. I will be a bit surprised if it's The Rock. But, yeah, that's obviously the big talking point. But let's get into the matches, shall we? So, Jaida against Wren, against Cora, against Kelani. You said this was good, 97%. Tag Team Battle Royal, won by Miles Bourne and Tavian, of course. Great, 52%. Then we had Karmen against Nikkita. This was good, 94. Then we had Gigi against Izzi. This was good, 99. And then we had the men's match, good, 98. Then we had a bit of a strange close. It was really just Roxanne bragging. And then we brought down 4 of the women to brawl. And then Wren appeared. She grabbed Roxanne, pulled her out the ring, and then basically stood over her with the title. And then we raced backstage because Eddy Thorpe had been attacked. So that was a little bit weird, a little bit strange. There wasn't loads of like backstage stuff on this episode. Didn't feel like there was as much. Didn't feel like we were in like the little cafeteria area or in the locker rooms that much. I think, to be honest, we gave some of these matches a bit of time and they deserve them because there was 2 qualifying matches. There was the Tag Team Battle Royal. So, yeah, I've got real mixed feelings. Part of this show was an easy watch. Part of the show dragged a little bit. We had Eric Bischoff, but I didn't really feel like he did a great deal. I mean, he just cut a bit of a promo. And then X-Pac didn't really do a great deal, but we do have a really good mystery. I think this is going to shake out at about a 6.75 for me. About 6.75. I feel like we're going okay into goods, but I'm not sure we got into great territory. But listen, it did its job, and that is to set up Deadline. And I'm very much looking forward to that this weekend. So let's get into your thoughts and see what you lot thought. So Trenton said it was an okay show. The final boss will be there on Saturday. Yeet. So Trenton's thinking it is The Rock. Wrestling fans since day one said the women's four-way was good, but a bit disappointed. I wanted Jaida or Kelani. Tag Team Battle Royal went too long for me. Miles Bourne winning, I'm not mad at. Good opportunity for him and his partner Tavian. Ridge and Trick's promo could have been left off, yes. It was a bit boring. Didn't go anywhere. Big win for Karmen Petrovic. I'm happy for her. She beat Nikkita. Then we've got good to see Gigi back, but not a good match. The crowd made it really bad being silent. They just weren't into it, were they? They really weren't into it. In fact, a bit of a flat crowd this week, all things considered. Main event match was good, and that's probably match of the night for me. The person that attacked Eddy Thorpe was Shawn Michaels. NXT 575, maybe 535. So, wrestling fans since day one, just a little bit lower than where I was. Brendan thinks it could be the final boss. Nails and NY, hello. I don't feel like I've heard from Nails and NY in a while. Hope you are well. Said an all-ego appearance, question mark. 10 out of 10. No notes. Nails and NY, probably a bigger fan of Ethan Page than even Ethan Page is. So, Nails and NY, I hope you're well, my friends. Spurs Gamer said perfect episodes. Hang on, I didn't even play the GIF. There we go. Played the GIF. Oh, this person's not having it. Spurs Gamer said perfect episode, nice match quality and perfect storytelling through the entire show with nice segments backstage, and I love that we walk into Deadline with so many unanswered questions. Love the women's last chance match. My only disappointment is that some parts were predictable. So Spurs Gamer says 9 out of 10. Carl, shout out to you. Let's see if we can just get this full screen, shall we? There. Women's Fatal 4-Way was decent. Pleasantly surprised that Wren won. I was so sure they'd have Kelani win with a slight chance of Jaida. Love seeing Karmen getting a win. We finally got more rocks than just 10 seconds of her watching TV for a month. Ending was good, although... why were Stephanie and Julia attacking each other when they're supposed to be on the same page, brackets for now? Who attacked Eddy? The rest was average. Axiom is so stale. Same old arguing. And we need new and better tag champs. Just split them already. I really don't think that's unfair. I think it is definitely time for Axiom to go in different directions. I very much agree with you on that. Watson said, Daze, as we close to the end of the year, do you think we should do an opinions video for top 5 moments or even predictions? We can definitely do that. I think we're a way off that, though. We probably need to get to, like, Christmas week. But we can definitely do a lot of opinion videos kind of rounding the year up. But I'm a bit reluctant to do it. I mean, certainly not now, because we've still got many more moments to enjoy, of course. Sanan said it was a pretty good show. Loved Jada's promo. Good to see No Quarter Catch Crew getting a shot at gold. Eazy-E was really stirring the pot. Think Ober is back and attacked Eddy, and he's coming for the NXT Championship. 8 out of 10. Ober's a really good shout, actually. Really good shout. Matthew said it was a good show and great matches all around before Deadline, and I wonder who shocked Mr. Stone and the other assistant, Stevie. My guess, I saw someone from TNA could make a debut. I'm thinking Dolph Ziggler or Nick Nemeth. Mackenzie said 7.5, great show tonight, but I felt that Bischoff was underused. I agree with the segment. I reckon that it was Hikuleo who attacked Eddy. It can't be Penta because he hasn't signed yet. Well, we don't know that he hasn't signed. It could be that as soon as his deal was done, he signed literally, that day. We know that they wanted the Lucha Bros, so we know there's interest there. So I don't think it's going to be a long, drawn-out process. So he could have signed. I suppose the thing is, would they have him on TV so soon? Would we move that quick? But I don't know, is there a reason to not? Unless Penta wants to take a little break, but I'm guessing he's probably just had a break. I'm guessing they haven't really been using him on AEW anyway, so he probably wants to get to work. So it's true, there's no word that he's signed, but then not everything leaks out to the dirt sheets. So I'd say there's a chance, but I hear you. And I think Hikaleo's a great shout. I also thought what was mentioned earlier about Oba was a really good shout. Jacob said, to be honest, I don't see the point in having Eddy Thorpe win, only to be taken out not long after, unless it leads to a debut or a return at Deadline. That's a good point, Jacob. Clay said, I love the show. I have a crush on Roxanne Perez. Chris said, hello, Daze. Another really good NXT. Just a fun watch. Who doesn't love a cliffhanger? Oh, looking forward to Deadline. Could end up being better than Survivor Series was. Good segments, good matches. I didn't have No Quarter Catch Crew on my bingo card. Advance into Deadline 725. Really great night for them, wasn't it? The tag team and Wren making it through. So a really good night for No Quarter Catch Crew. Nishi said it was action-packed. I loved the tag team battle royal. Men's and women's elimination matches. They're pushing Wren for her hard work. All of the competitors in the women's are baby faces. So is one of them turning? A Bloodline member attacked Eddy. Brady said, I love seeing Tatum Paxley tonight. Also, very interesting, we didn't get a follow-up on the Andre Chase segment from last week. I'm guessing they'll do that next week. I mean, I suppose they've got a few little threads and they can, you know, I mean, we haven't seen what's next for Thea Hale after the whole Chase U thing. We haven't seen what's next for Duke Hudson. So, like, we need to see those guys as well. So there's a few, like, threads that are dangling around. There was no Fatal Influence this week, for example. So, yeah, interesting. But it's good because it means that we'll have the fallout from Deadline next Tuesday. But there's other things we can pick up on next Tuesday as well. John Elite said, awesome to see Bischoff and X-Pac tonight. The ending to the women's Fatal 4-Way was similar to the Fatal 4-Way at Heatwave. Is Spears going to try and bring in Gigi? Well, I thought Sean Spears was looking at Izzi, to be honest. Didn't think he was looking at Gigi. Maybe he was. But I thought he was looking at Izzi. Loved the segment with Roxanne and the Iron Survivor participants. Wonder who attacked Eddy at the end of the show. We're all wondering that, my friend. Raymond said, hello, Daze. I thought NXT tonight was just so good, honestly. And I would rate it 10 out of 10 because that was the best NXT show I've ever seen. Everything about it was fire. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you, Raymond. Daniel said, I absolutely love Nikkita and how she handles things. She took that kick like a champ tonight. She lost, but she sold it so well, says Daniel. Bat Family said, NXT gets an 8. Plus, I think Hikaleo took out Eddy Thorpe. So, is this Hikaleo right here? Could this be the boomer that is on his way? We know he's signed and rumored to be going to NXT, so yeah, could be. It really could be. Jang Tae-sang said the final boss attacked Thorpe. He deserved it. Didn't expect Wren to qualify. Overall 7. Yeet, says Jang Tae-sang. Whoa, look at this, Brandon. Brandon has decided to write a novel. So Brandon said, Daze, hope you're doing good. Can't wait for the Deadline predictions video, but here's my rundown. So women's 4-Way was a fantastic opener. Wren getting the win was a pleasant surprise. Just like how Ethan won his first title. Her big win coming off of luck. It leaves everyone else to keep doubting her, but this might be her rise coming. The tag team battle royal was a lot of fun. No Quarter Catch Crew got a deserved win. Ridge promo was good. Bischoff is clearly rusty on the mic, but managed to find his way, complimenting Ridge and high praise of Trick. Love Karmen Petrovic match. I've liked her since the first start and loved her growth. Match was well put together. Her story with Ashanti is well told. Doesn't feel like a carbon copy of any main roster stories. Gigi is back better than ever. Missed her. I think they have an opportunity to push the two of them. Men's Fatal 4-Way was match of the night. Lexis King has 100% become my guy. The character growth has been phenomenal to watch. Love his in-ring work and hard-hitting style. Can't believe Eddy got the win. Eddy getting the spotlight, that is true. No clue who attacked him. I've stayed away from anything online. And my app cut out just as they entered the room. I have no clue if anything was shown after that. Yeah, well, I mean, it was literally just a load of officials around him and some of the talent around him. And Vic Joseph just like saying who attacked Eddy Thorpe, right? Lexis King was in there. I think Cedric was in there as well. I don't know if you can read too much into that, though. I mean, the names, obviously, you've seen. So, Oba, Penta, The Rock. These are Hikaleo. Lexis, I've heard mentioned. These are the sort of names that are doing the rounds. But it's good. We're getting a lot of backstage attack. Who attacked Jade? Who attacked Jay? Who attacked Eddy? I feel like this backstage... That is now NXT, Raw, and SmackDown, where people have been attacked backstage and there's a mystery, like a current mystery as to who's done it. That's pretty wild, isn't it? All three brands have had someone attack backstage and we've not found the answer out as to who it was immediately. Obviously, we think Drew attacked Jade, but we still don't know. We still don't know who attacked Jade, and we certainly don't know who attacked Eddy Thorpe. Hopefully we get the answer to that one this weekend. So, and I think that was our last comment. So let's go over, shall we, to YouTube scores. Yeah, you enjoyed it. Not as much as Raw, though, because Raw, you can see 69 and 67 and 19. So we are looking there at, what, 86%? Here it is 69 and 6, so we're looking at 75%. So this is going to get great 75. This one is going to be getting great 86. So Raw, you preferred it than NXT, but NXT still putting in a pretty solid performance. But yeah, I think that's fair. How does that compare to last week's NXT? Last week's NXT, 78. 78. So this one looks like it's just a little bit below last week. You actually preferred last week's NXT. That had great, but it was great 78. This one is going to be coming out as great 75, but still a long way to go, of course, so that can change. So yeah, there we go. That was our breakdown for NXT. Really appreciate the support as always. I'm sure we'll have an opinion video up later. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I'm sure we'll have one. It might be a prediction video, but yeah, really looking forward to this weekend with Deadline, of course, and I think NXT is in a very interesting place. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.